What is up, my friends? We are back for another comic book haul, this time for the week of Wednesday, April 24th, 2019. I hope you're feeling good out there. Hope you were able to grab everything that you were looking for this week. And if not, I hope you find it very soon and for a great price. If this is your first time coming through the channel, thanks a lot for stopping by. I really appreciate you giving the channel a shot. Hopefully you see some books that you like, or you just enjoy the vibe of the video overall. And if you do, please be sure to give the video a like, share with your friends, subscribe, comment. I love hearing from each and every one of you, so please don't be shy. Current subscribers, you guys and girls rock. We are slowly creeping up on 700 subscribers, which is, it just blows my mind. So it's definitely appreciated. I really enjoy doing this and chatting with each and every one of you, so I can't wait to hear from you very soon. So grab some popcorn, kick back, relax, let's have some fun. I have about 19 books that I picked up today, but I have mountains of books that I have acquired over the past few weeks. I took last week off, so I have that haul. We may get into that, but I have a lot of books that I've just been picking up, whether it be online or just running by comic shops and just grabbing things that I find interesting or things that I've been looking for, wanting, and things of that nature. So let's have some fun. I have no idea how this video will go other than the initial haul for this week. So let's take this journey together. Like I said, grab your popcorn, kick back, relax, and let's enjoy this together. First, we have Marvel. We have True Believers, issues number 1, Avengers, Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon has become one of my favorite characters, or a character of interest, I should say, and I've been enjoying his part in things that I've read that include him. So it makes me want to read more about Rocket Raccoon or more things with him in the storyline. So this was a great opportunity to get one of those books, and I can't wait to read it. It's in great condition. I didn't go crazy and grab, a bunch of copies of this, but I'm really excited to have it in my collection. So True Believers number 1, The Avengers, Rocket Raccoon. In keeping with the Avengers fandom that's going on this week. More Avengers. This time we have Avengers Edge of Infinity, issue number 1. Beautiful Ron Lim variant. Can't go wrong with that cover. Really excited to have that. I also was able to grab this smoking hot Alex Ross cover for Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers, issue number 18, Marvel's 25th tribute cover. Beautiful cover there. Next, we have Venom by In-Hak Lee. Beautiful cover. I believe I only saw 2 of these, if I'm not mistaken, in my travels. I only noticed 2, one of which being the copy that I got. So, beautiful cover. Venom, issue number 13. Fantastic. Doctor Strange, beautiful cover here. Couldn't pass this one up. Issue number 13. Doctor Strange is one of those characters I really want to get into. Just have to find the time. But based off of the movie, I really enjoy the movies, which makes me want to get into the comic and see what's going on with the storyline. So I may just decide to, pick up issue number 13 and read it and probably go from there. Let's see what happens. There's so much to read, but so little time, as we all know. Marvel Comic presents Wake Up Mr. Knight, featuring Wolverine, Moon Knight, and Spider-Man, 2 of my favorite characters. This time they are not mashed up, creating Arachnite, but that is soon to come in Secret Wars. Looking forward to that, I believe in July, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, I'm here for it. Great cover. One of my reads for New Comic Book Day this week was Thanos number 1. And this is the beautiful Jeff Deckel cover. Really love this cover. glad to have that one. Great story, in my opinion. Made me want to continue to read, so I'll definitely be adding this one to my pull list just to see how this story shakes out. Interesting issue number 1 for sure, in my opinion. Ron Lim cover, variant cover, beautiful, beautiful indeed. He's showing up again. And last but not least for Thanos, this beautiful, beautiful Zafano cover. Had to have that one, so I made sure to put my bid in for that early on. One of my, I think my favorite this week, maybe, cover-wise, Amazing Spider-Man Hunted, issue number 20. This is the Bagley cover. I love anytime Spider-Man dons the black suit, so this is one of my favorites for this week for sure. Beautiful cover. I'm hearing good things about Hunted. I have not read it yet though, but I'm hearing great things about it. Moving on to DC, we have The Flash, issue number 69. The people have spoken, and the Flash must die. Beautiful cover. Really love this one. Couldn't pass that up, and I also grabbed the variant cover. Wasn't letting that one get by me either. Next up, Wonder Comics, issue number 2 of Dial H for Hero. Mr. Thunder or the Operator, who will catch them first? I am enjoying this story. Wonder Comics is currently 2 for 2 with me. First being Naomi, which I am loving story-wise. I know there's a lot of hype around it. I'm not sure if people are reading it and enjoying or hyping it based off reading it, or if it's just kind of the new character kind of thing, that kind of hype that goes on. Either way, it's been fun to watch. Those that have read it seem to enjoy it now that it's moving along. I know at first some people that I talked to were a little shaky about it, wasn't sure where things were going, but as it progressed, people seem to enjoy it, like myself. I love it. I'm here for it. Can't wait to read up to issue number 6, and then hopefully they don't take too long bringing it back. But Dial H for Hero was a great issue. Really enjoyed the new characters. I enjoyed also the Dragon Ball Z-ish reference thing that was going on within the storyline, or the I'm not really sure what to call it, but it was great to see. So 2 new characters, Mr. Thunder and the Operator, and maybe a few others that are less mentioned, I guess I could say, but I don't read Dial H for Hero, so maybe they are already in the continuity or the storyline, and it's just be past my knowledge. But really cool book. And I grabbed 2 copies of that just because I love the cover. 1, because I love the story, but 2, because I love the cover. The New Age of Heroes, The Terrifics, issue number 15. Never in my wildest dreams when I added this to my pull list did I think it would last as long as it has lasted. And that's not a bad thing. I'm just a observation. The other ones didn't last too long, and not that we knew that they wouldn't, but it just seemed something that maybe there'd be 6 issues and it would kind of fade out. But this has been going strong for good reason. I guess from my perspective, reading issues number 1 through 6, I had a great time. I just have not been able to find the time to sit down and read the rest, but I will. I've been saying that for a while, and I'm slowly but surely getting around to it. So, The Terrifics, issue number 15. Cool cover. Moving on to Image. Man Eaters presents What's Happening to Me and Can It Be Stopped? That is the A cover, followed by the B cover. This is one of those, I guess, ad books that they like to do for the most part, at least thumbing through it. That's what it seemed to be. So I'm sure my girlfriend will get a kick out of this one, as I'm sure I would, as I did, just flipping through it. I love to see the ads for some reason. They make me laugh. So, Man Eaters, issue number 8. A and B cover. Moving on to Aftershock, we're back with Dark Red, issue number 2. This is another one of my reads for New Comic Book Day. It took a twist towards the end. It got I'll just say it took a twist that I wasn't expecting. But I'm looking forward to issue number 3 to see where things go. But if you're into vampire stories and you're looking for something cool to read, maybe I can recommend to the group American Vampire. This is volume 2. I've read volume 1 and volume 2. I prefer 2 over 1. They're both good, but if I had to put them in order as far as how much I like them, this one would be first over number 1. So if you're into vampire storylines, you could do a lot worse than American Vampire. Just thought I'd add that tidbit. And last but not least for this week's haul, we have Ghost Tree from IDW. This is issue number 1. I try to grab issue number 1s when I can. You know, of course we can't grab them all, but when things catch my interest, I make sure to grab them. I'm into ghosts, horror stories, mysteries, creepy stuff, all that good stuff. So I had to grab this one, Ghost Tree. This was a good read. I read it on New Comic Book Day, and I was not disappointed. Looking forward to issue number 2. A short description of the story would be that a young kid makes a promise to his grandfather that he will return to a specific spot in the woods 10 years after his grandfather passes. And you can imagine, you know, Ghost Tree from the title, that there are ghosts involved and things like that. I won't give too much away, but it was a really good read, and I look forward to reading issue number 2 to see how it shakes out. So that is all for this week. Pretty short and sweet. So let's jump into the previous week. Let's have some fun here. And let's start with Image. We had Gideon Falls come out. Of course, this was my first read. No, I'm lying. This was my second read of that week. Avengers No Road Home was my first. But Gideon Falls continues to be great. It's a slow story, slow pace, but it's just one of those things that once you start reading it, you just pick up the next issue. Just by default, you're going to grab it to see what happens. So Gideon Falls continues to be good. That's the A cover. Here's the B cover. Very intriguing story, in my opinion. Next we have Middle West, issue number 6. At this point, I am 3 issues behind. I have to catch up because I really enjoyed the story, but it's kind of getting away from me, and I need to kind of nip that in the bud really quickly. So Middle West, issue number 6. Scotty Young is awesome. Farmhand, issue number 7. Love Farmhand. Glad this came back. I think I have to read issue number 6 and definitely read issue number 7, but I can't wait to do so. Hopefully sometime this weekend I'll find time to fit this into my schedule. Next up we have Marvel Avengers No Road Home, issue number 10. This was, I think, a great ending to this story, to this arc, to this run. Looking forward to Savage Avengers coming out shortly, but this was just a great run, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. Coming off the Tales of No Surrender, fantastic read. So, No Road Home. That was the A cover. Old Man Quill, another one of my New Comic Book Day reads. Having a really good time with Old Man Quill. I look forward to it each time it comes out. Just keeping in line with after I read Old Man Hawkeye, I decided to read Old Man Quill as well, just because it kind of, picked up almost as soon as Old Man Hawkeye ended, basically. So, good times there. War of the Realms, variant cover. This beauty right here. I have not been reading War of the Realms. If you are reading it, let me know what you think about it so far. Miles Morales Spider-Man, issue number 5. Beautiful cover there. I am way behind on Miles Morales. We don't even have to talk about this. But I will get to it for sure. Miles is my guy. It's just independent books seem to get all my attention for some reason. So this is fun. Spider-Man Life Story, issue 2, the 70s. Beautiful cover. When I saw this a few weeks or maybe a month or so ago, I really liked this cover. It made me think of Halloween. I'm a Halloween baby, so the orange and the lantern face, all that good stuff, made me pick this bad boy up. I wanted to get 2 copies, so I grabbed 2 copies. And then I just kept seeing them throughout my travels. And then it was announced that there was a first appearance in here, which then made it even more fun. So the fun just kept on coming. Most of which have like a spine bend in this area right here. So it doesn't break color or anything like that, but it's just something I noticed. But I really love this cover. Hopefully I can get 1 or 2 9/8 out of this. That'll be really exciting for me. Just again, like I said, being a Halloween baby, and this makes me think of Halloween for sure. I also grabbed the Amazing Spider-Man 252 facsimile. Couldn't pass that up. I do have an original somewhere in my stash, but I was not going to pass up the opportunity to get one of these. Pearl, issue number 8. Another one of my new comic book day reads. Love this story. There's no superpowers. There's nothing fancy going on here. It's just a bad chick kicking butt in the Yakuza, or working for the Yakuza. And a great storyline, in my opinion. Fancy art, I'm really digging that, so I'm having a good time each time this comes out. This B cover is so beautiful. So, great time there, great story. Something I look forward to each time it comes out. Now, last but not least, for last week's haul, we have Naomi, issue number 4. If you've been around for a while, you know I'm loving this storyline. I grabbed 1 copy, 2 copies, 3 copies for myself. Hopefully I can get this storyline, at least issues 1 through 6, all graded in 9.8. That's the goal here. So again, like I said, Wonder Comics is 2 for 2 with me. Great story. The origin of DC's newest hero exposed. I know people were a little disappointed because that turned out not to be the case, or at least not the way we hoped, or they hoped, but that's the way it goes sometimes, right? So let's get into some other fun stuff, just things that I've been grabbing, picking up, and let's have some fun there. Let's go back to Avengers No Road Home. I've been trying to collect all of the connecting variants, and I've had to order from Midtown Comics and maybe another place or two to complete that series. So there's issue number 2, issue number 3. I end up ordering twice because that's how I work. And I also ordered the second printing because it has Rocket on the cover. I thought that was pretty cool. Also, we have issue number 6. Beautiful cover there. And now we move on to Superman Rebirth DC, of course, issue number 11, the B cover. So I've been trying, or I have succeeded actually, and grabbing all of the Super Sons DC Rebirth issues, and I managed to get the A and B covers for each issue. So this was a connecting issue. I was able to grab issue, or the A cover, but I needed the B cover to complete that, set. So I made sure to hunt it down in my local shops, and I found it in pretty pristine condition, so I'm a happy camper there. I'm waiting on one more book, and I will be so happy when it gets here. Keeping Up with Super Sons, issue number 1. This is the Francisco Mattina variant cover, the colored variant, followed by the black and white. Beautiful covers. I've been looking at these for a while. I was not able to see them for sale for quite some time, and then I just lucked up on a site and I was able to grab both of them, so I did so. Really happy to have those, and they look to be in great condition. Let's go with Captain Marvel, issue number 1, the Stephanie Hans variant. Shout out to my buddy Carolina Chris. He said he spoke to Stephanie Hans, and it is not Hans, as I've been saying for so long, and I've heard different people say. I've even watched interviews with her, and that's how people pronounce it, but I can understand people getting it wrong, because people get my name wrong quite often. So this is a beautiful cover, and if I have to choose this cover over issue 31 that she did, I think I'm picking this one. This one is a beauty to me. Sticks out a little bit more than the other one, but they're both magnificent. But if I'm spending my money, I'm buying this one. If I can only buy just one, I'm buying this one. I should say it like that. So hopefully I can get this graded. It looks to be a good 9.8 candidate, so we'll see what happens. Stephanie's up again with Die, issue number 1. Variant cover. Beautiful cover there. Had to have it. One of those things I saw, hesitated to pull the trigger on, and someone beat me to the punch. It was sold out, and then I just checked again, probably like the next day, and it was available again. So I did not hesitate twice. Picked it up, and I'm happy to have this one. Again, another 9.8 candidate. I'd be really excited if I can make that come true. And let's do one more. Last but not least, it's kind of a two-parter. This is the reason why I didn't shoot my video on Wednesday as I usually do this week. I was waiting for one of these things to come in. So, and speaking to, or I was able to grab Grass Kings issue number 1. Let's start there. I have issue number 2 in my collection. I found that my local Second and Charles, and at some point in my mind I was going to be grabbing most of the run. Number 1 never came across my path. It's pretty hard to find in the wild in my area, but Midtown had a copy available, so I decided to order it. It came a few days ago in pristine condition, as most things do, as everything has come through from Midtown, so I'm very excited as always. But I also made sure to grab the hardcover volume 1 for Grass Kings as well, and I like it especially because it has a quote or a review from Patton Oswalt, who I think is amazing. I love his comedy, love his work. I'm currently enjoying him in the show AP Bio. Fantastic show. If you haven't checked it out, if that's your speed, check it out. And I really enjoyed him in Reno 911 years ago. So it was really cool to see his name on the front of the book. But Grass Kings was great. I read the first issue, really enjoyed it. I got the recommendation or the go-ahead that I should read it based on a subscriber, Helia, Comic Bro. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I really apologize if I did. But thanks for, kind of kicking me in the butt, making me read this one, and telling me that it was kind of a murder mystery thing going on. And I really love that. Building on the information that I already had, that this was a trailer park kingdom, which intrigued me immensely when I heard that. I had to see what was going on at that point. So thanks again. I really appreciate all the recommendations, and I like to recommend things to other people. So if you ever take one of my recommendations, you like it, love it, hate it, let me know. And if you have anything that you think I should be reading, let me know, and I'll try to do my best to get it. Money permitting, time permitting, all of those things. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it was a lot. I hit you with a lot, but I was gone last week, and I figured I had to make it up to you. So if you enjoyed the content, please make sure you give the video a like, share with your friends, subscribe, comment. Love to hear from each and every one of you, so please don't be shy. Let me know what you got this week that you were really excited about. Let me know what you missed out on that you're looking forward to hunting down in the future. And just let me know what you're reading these days. I want to hear all that type of stuff, so don't be shy. And with that being said, my friends, get back out there and grab those